The Ravens are not in the playoffs, and it's all because of one play. Now, if you really want to go there, it's all because of one player, Tyler Luke, the kicker who missed that 44-yard field goal. But this is not about just him. We're going to talk about how the Ravens put themselves in this position to fail. We're going to talk about Justin Tucker and maybe prematurely their releasing of Justin Tucker, who just happens to be the most accurate kicker in NFL history. Moved on from him and instead had a game-winning, season-defining kick by a rookie. How about the fact that there was some holy water, just joking, but I'm serious, thrown on the field, but more importantly, there was a penalty on that play. A lot of people didn't catch. We're going to take a deep dive into all things Ravens because their season is over just because of that one play, that one player. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get into it. This is the kick. This is the kick. We're here. Watch his teammate. It's on you, bro. I'm out. Get out this frame. Let's see it again. That hurt. Boy. I was downstairs watching the game. I told you I was babysitting the itty bitties. And they're all on the Xbox and stuff. And my daughter, I have one daughter who is fearless in terms of like entertainment and like walking up to you. She's a social butterfly. She speaks to everybody. She's one of those types. You can't talk her out of it. She just is. She just immediately, no ice to break. She's not breaking ice. She's already just cool with everybody, right? And she was in the other room in the theater, and I'm watching the game, and he kicks that ball, and immediately you know that ball ain't going in. I mean, it was no shot. It went shh, and you're like, I say, oh, he missed it. She comes running because I told you she's fearless, but she's scared. She doesn't like dark places. She doesn't like loud noises. It's the weirdest thing going on. She's the most vibrant, electric, crazy kid in that same time. She ran into me, Daddy, what happened? I said, he missed a kick. Oh, no. I could not. I yelled so loud, like, no. I can't lie. I root for these teams. You ready? Buffalo Bills. Yes. L.A. Chargers. Used to be San Diego. Yes. Buffalo Bills, San Diego Chargers. And I'm going to call them where I played. Dallas Cowboys and Jacksonville Jaguars. Where's the helmet? Right here. Right there. And then Columbia Lions. And there's one more team. You don't see it up here, but it's there. It's the Baltimore Ravens. It's something about Harbaugh, something about Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. I just want them to win. That's the only team I never played for that I root for. And them suckers. Oh. Okay, one, we need Lamar Jackson healthy. Two, Lamar Jackson, I don't know if you were healthy or not. Yesterday you took the shot, I'm sure. You felt good or not. There were too many times I saw you need to run, dog. Just run. Now, you did run some, but you needed to run more. There was one play. I was like, if you don't run, they tricked that game off. They supposed to beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh did good because I like Aaron Rodgers a lot too. So Aaron Rodgers played a good game, kept them in it, kept them poised when, it could have went weird. The Baltimore Ravens just gave it up. And this is going to be tough. That meeting this year, Biscotti, Harbaugh, going to be tough. I don't think he gets rid of Harbaugh, but I think he gives him that ultimatum. I think we're at that place. And I'm not the type. Because I'm like, who you going to replace him with that's better? I'm not the type. I just saw a team that beyond injury, just in that moment, likely catches the bomb, which was insane. You thought that was a game clincher. You're like, yep, the football guys are talking. It's over. And then kicker comes on. Tirico talking about him like, yo, he good. Let him talk. What happened, dog?
Can you take us through the last kick and what went wrong?
Just before that, just want to say I'm super grateful to Baltimore and the organization, the city, just how they've embraced me this year has been incredible.
Don't you thank them people like you gone? No. Don't you thank them people like, you know what I mean? They ain't got nothing to do with this right now. We know you're grateful, Don't lessen this blow. Take it, as they say. Take it. Take the pain. Come on, let's get it.
And just for a time like that sucks. And I want to do better. And unfortunately, the nature of the job is, you have makes, and those are awesome, and then unfortunately you have misses, and for that to happen tonight sucks.
Man, that hurts.
We've been through a lot of adversity this year as a team early on, and we fought, and we worked really hard together, and those guys have had my back, and I want to try my best to have theirs. And it's disappointing and it sucks, but also the nature of the job is I gotta move on, and I gotta get ready for the next kick, and that's next year, and tomorrow starts training for that, and spend the off season and the rest of the time getting ready for that. And I love this team and I love these guys, and I wish it ended different. I'm super blessed to be here, and it's been one of the most amazing experiences being kicker for the Ravens. And it's time to move forward and get back to work so I can keep doing good things for Baltimore. And it's been responsible.
Oh man, is there more? Because I'm about to cry now. We're going to talk about how we should respond to this. What's the proper reaction? What's his reaction? All that. I'm going to make sure he's not done. Oh, my God.
Technical with the kick that went wrong on usually kicked it around first. Or...
Yeah, I kicked it sideways. Yeah.
I caught a little bit. Operation was great. It was a great situation, exactly what we wanted. And unfortunately, I just mishit the ball. Hit it. We call it hitting it thin. It spins fast and goes off to the right. And, that was it.
Warm-ups today, were you feeling any comfort? I mean, how were you feeling about just kicking in the stadium, which is a hard kick?
Yeah, felt great. We had good warm-ups. I feel like our extra points.
No. We ain't doing that. Blah, blah, blah. I want to hear about the ones you made that nobody was rushing and it was pregame. No. You know what's callous about sports, what's callous about participating in sports, what's callous about being a fan of sports is that, we celebrate the win. So, we got to kind of criticize the L's. We got to take it. You got to take the L's. And you don't want to root for him to be in that position, but somebody has to be in that position, right? And imagine if we never had anybody on the flip side of them W's, right? Imagine there were no losers. It'd be so boring. Right? And in that moment, you couldn't ask for a better setup. The season's on the line. The game's on the line. Playoff berth is on the line. Everything's on the line. Justin Tucker is gone. Sometimes I call him Justin Tuck. He gone. I even had to explain that to my kids. They was like, why is he gone? Because they were talking about the best kicker ever, and, Mike Tirico and them. I was like, well, he got in trouble. I was like, how did he get in trouble? I was like, well, he was really sore, and, the therapist and blah, blah, blah. So here we go. Had to tell that to the itty bitties. Point being, they get rid of for off-the-field issues, and even people were kicking the tires on Justin Tucker this year. I don't know if they end up signing him. I don't think they did. I think it was New Orleans. You get rid of that guy, the all-timer. You get a rookie, and look what God deals you. Game winning, season ending, playoff clinching field goal, 44-yarder. Oh, you think it gets worse? Trust me. Oh, you don't think God was a part of this? Peep game. Look at this. This is crazy. I couldn't believe it.
They're getting it all set now for getting the field ready. I want to show you what happened pregame at 6:15 local time. This is a priest who is spreading holy water in that end zone.
It's real spit. You don't think it's real? You don't think there was other things at play? You couldn't ask for something greater. And I'm not rooting against the young man because I've been there before, and he will never forget that. And that pain is just embedded. It's part of his code, his genetic code. He gonna pass it on to his itty bitties, just like I pass on the Music City Miracle. I'm never gonna forget it, and if I talk long enough about it, I'm gonna start getting mad and get teary eyed because opportunity lost. Right? It's one thing to not have an opportunity, and we've all lived through that. No matter who you are, there's been a chance where you're like, nah, you ain't got a shot. Nah, don't apply to that school. You ain't going. Now, whatever it may be, you ain't got a shot. But then there's some times where you're like, they lead you on. You think you got it. You do have it. And then you trick it off. You, not you. See, that's the difference. You're a kicker. It lands on you. Your foot. Somebody go give me something to chop his foot. Like, that's you, not us. And you came and play it off. You saw his holder, whoever was doing the holding, after it, he was like, peace. That's on you, bruh. And you got to console him because you know, not for any other reason, that could be you in a similar situation. You could be the reason. That sucks. It could have been like Mark Andrews last year. Bobble, bobble, bobble. It could be you. And you like, damn. And then what really haunts you is when you start to relive it and then you go out there to redo it, which is going to be tomorrow. He said he's starting up practice for next year already. And guess how many 44-yarders he's going to miss tomorrow? 0. If he in practice, and then on the way home, you checking social media because you just want to see how much they hate you. You know they hate you. How much they hate you. You know, take it. And then you see this, and this is tough. Oh, my God, this hurts. Y'all ready to see this? They should have threw a flag. You see this? I saw this posted. Jason McCourty said, sheesh, this was close. Hell of a game nonetheless. Close. It ain't close. That's illegal. And guess who said, oh, let me say something on it. Lamar Jackson. Yep, I'll show you. This right here, you can't use the offense. You can't use the line. You can't use your opponent to launch. They should have called this back. Ain't that wild? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, don't look at that. Supposed to say Lamar Jackson there, but the point is, the dude, now he got to relive the fact that he missed something he know he can make, but even more, he should have had another chance, another crack at it. Oh! But the haunting part about it, everybody looking at you, that's shame. Remember, the most everlasting emotion that's negative is shame. Because once you did something and you're ashamed of it, you always think other people are thinking it when they ain't even tripping. You know? You woke up this morning, you got a big old pimple, and you said, oh, I'm going to have to bust this before I get to school. I can't let everybody see this. Pow, you hit that thing, pow, that red come out, that yellow come out, that green come out. I know I'm nasty. And then you look, you're like, oh. Then you start, you think it's good? That thing just keep bleeding. Ew. You try to put it on. Then you go to school. First thing somebody say, what's wrong with your nose? You're like, oh, man, get it cleaned up. Then the rest of the day, nobody really tripping on it. You cleaned it up. But you thinking everybody looking at that pimple. That's how you feel as a kicker, man. He will forever. I don't think it's going to be another time he walks on the field, he ain't thinking, damn it, I missed that 44-yarder. Just the way the game goes. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Are you guys using VINIA? Oh, my God, what are you guys doing? Let's keep it real, family. Energy isn't about sugar or caffeine. Nah, none of that fake stuff. It's about blood flowing. When your circulation's strong, the oxygen, the nutrients, they hit your muscles, your brain, and heart, and goes where it needs to go. What does that mean? More focus, more alert, and you are ready with more energy. So come on, go to VINIA.com/Marcellus. Use the discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Who's Marcellus? Me. You know your boy. 10-year NFL All-Pro baller. Had to go after it without VINIA, without this real product. Had to use that fake stuff, sugar and caffeine. Good thing is, it got me up there. Bad thing is, pow. Boy, would you crash sometimes in the middle of the game. So now, in the game of life, I have VINIA. you can too. So make sure you use VINIA in your daily routine. I don't care if you're a dad, I don't care if you're a coach or chauffeur like me, all the above. You need this to be more focused, more alert, and it helps you be on the go. So go to vinia.com/Marcellus, Marcellus10 for the discount code, and you will get 10% off. That's vinia.com/Marcellus. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.